up or the players the
Players.
who's the players? The females or the guys? Which
Girls is players too.
Yeah. That's a
Players
fact.
too. That's crazy.
Yo, you know why?
Here for Jalen's, Jalen Green, Jalen Johnson, and Jalen Suggs all signed multi-million-dollar contract extensions. Rockets' Jalen Green agreed to a 3-year, $106 million rookie contract extension. He is the first NBA player to successfully negotiate a 2+1 rookie extension on a 9-figure deal. Mace, what do you think of this unique deal Jalen Green just signed?
I'm happy for Draya. I'm really happy, you know. The players are up. The players are up, you know. It's like the A-team. I love it when a plan comes together, you know. Yeah. She did her part. She stayed down till niggas come up, you know. I'm happy. Philadelphia in the house, you know. Shout out to the players, man. What you gotta say, Killer?
I gotta do some more homework on this contract. I'm trying to skim through it now. I gotta do some more research. But to me, I don't know if I would have did this. We already know what kind of player Jalen Green is. Exciting. He had kind of a breakout season last season where people starting to recognize his name, and not saying they're gonna forget about what James Harden did down there with Houston, because that was just an amazing stretch that he had in Houston. But he started making a name for themselves almost till they were actually almost in the play-in. They folded against Golden State to where they didn't make it, but they had a lot of exciting games last year, and it's because of Jalen Green. This contract, I don't know if I would have signed it. Collective bargaining agreements coming on, the salary cap is going up. If this is a good deal, then it's a good deal. But to me, if his contract is almost over, I don't know how many more years he had, but they said it's a rookie extension.
Yeah.
They trying to get you, nigga, just hold out. Because you could be one of them niggas that end up signing for $320 million instead of taking an extension of $106 million. Now, I don't know. I'm not saying doing math because I have no knowledge on how this deal actually worked out. And I know what they try to do is, just from what I'm hearing, like I said, I don't want people like, Cam, you don't know what I'm talking about. I only heard it from stat reading, and I didn't know we was going to talk about this. But what I hear is niggas playing word games with me. When niggas start talking about, he's the first one with a 9-digit deal for nigga, Jason Tatum just got 360, nigga. Steph gets 62 a season, nigga. Like, yo, stop playing the 9-digit game with me, nigga. They been giving out 9 digits. This ain't a 9-digit thing, and we gonna start getting into the upper 200 millions to 300 millions. Listen, he's gonna be a franchise player. Is his potential gonna make him be that? But right now, I'm not sure, but Houston, that's how Houston's looking at him. If it's a good deal for you, it's a good deal for you. I wouldn't have took it, especially seeing what niggas is getting.
And then to your point real quick, Draya is clearly excited too. She posted the post with the extension and put, congrats, term short, money long. So that's
Put the camera on Killer. Look at there. The players are up, Killer.
The players are up, or the players the
players?
Who's the players? The females or the guys? Which
girls is players too.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Too. That's crazy.
Yo, you know why? And
you know, for the kids, child support, all that. You know,
well, it seems like they still together. I see them walking around, but you know what you this is, and I don't know Dre. I know her from we met. I don't know her. You know what this is, man? And I feel this, man.
What?
It's that, and I'm not gonna say this actually, Dre, but I'm just saying one of them drinks like, you did so much shit with different people and you still got the right one. And I'm not gonna fuck this one up because I had my fun already.
Yeah.
I'm 40. I did everything I needed to do with everybody I need to do it. End up with a 22-year-old contract extension. I ain't mad at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at her. But see, this is what I'm saying too, Murder. Why say that? You know,
put that out there.
Yeah.
When niggas like us watch.
Yeah, exactly. When niggas watching. Turn short, money long. That ain't crazy to say.
It is crazy.
But she's probably talking to one of the ex-athletes that she dated that she told.
I don't care.
It don't matter. That's
Short deal.
what do you think about
Y'all know
this?
I'm the first one to be like, but nah, this is crazy. Like, just hush. That's just hush.
Right.
You already have a lot going. You already have a lot going on. The situation already is confusing people. Do what makes you happy for y'all, but hush. That's just how I feel.
Okay, Stan, you back. You back, Stan.
Feeling it today a little bit, she back.
You back, Stan.
And not even just her,
One time,
a lot
hush,
of.
please. How you doing like a white girl? Stan, do it again.
Hush. But not even just her. Not even just her. Like a lot of these girls, and this is coming from me. I know I'm young. I know y'all are gonna say you have a lot more to learn. Cool, whatever. A lot of y'all don't need to say the things that y'all say. Just keep your business private. Do what you gotta do. If your point is to get to the bag, or maybe you're in love, go do that. But the whole world doesn't gotta know that. Just do your thing privately.
Yeah, I was in a public relationship on social media, whatever. They are in your business all the time when you have a public relationship. Because the thing is this, there may be nothing wrong in your relationship, but they'll sit there and say, I ain't see you post her in a little minute. Mm-hmm. Well, what's going on? I ain't see him post you, and all this other shit. Even if you with another girl, who is that? That's not her. It's my cousin, people. What the fuck? Like, that shit is annoying. So as much as you can keep it private, I advise you, unless you're ready for scrutiny, because listen, I'm telling you, you don't have to do nothing wrong to the female. I'm talking to my niggas real quick. You don't have to do nothing wrong to the female. You didn't have to cheat. You didn't have to hit her. You didn't have to do anything wrong. Tom could have just played his course and it's over. When it's over, you are a sucker. It don't matter. It's just the way it go. You ain't do nothing wrong. Ain't nothing happened. You actually turn niggas into celebrities and I'll tell you, you're still a sucker. I'm just trying to let you know that. So you fellas who all happy and thinking that you're promoting your girl that you got and then you get sick of her, it's gonna be all bad for you, nigga. Even if you ain't do nothing wrong. If you ain't got elephant skin like me, nigga, it'll be tough, nigga. You just, nigga like me don't really care. I can't tell you how much I don't care. I'm past that. You feel me? So, yeah, some niggas care.
When you opened your phone this week, chances are you saw this story everywhere. Basketball fans, social media, and even group chats couldn't stop talking about it. Draya Michele has found herself dominating the conversation once again. But this time, it has nothing to do with her fashion brand or relationship rumors. This story is all about money, serious money, Jalen Green money. And trust me, the internet has plenty to say. Before we dive into everyone's reactions, let's break down exactly how this all started, because the full backstory makes everything that follows even more interesting. Back in October 2024, Houston Rockets star Jalen Green agreed to a 3-year, $106 million contract extension with the franchise. But this wasn't just another routine NBA payday. According to his representatives, Green became the first player in league history to secure a 9-figure rookie extension using the unique 2+1 contract structure. In simple terms, that means he locked in 2 guaranteed seasons while keeping a player option for the 3rd year. That setup gives him the freedom to test free agency earlier if his value climbs even higher. For the former number 2 overall pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, who skipped college to develop with the G League Ignite, it was a huge career milestone. After averaging around 20 points per game while shooting above 40% from the field, the Rockets made it obvious they viewed him as a cornerstone for the future. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn, because this isn't really about basketball anymore. It's about Draya Michele. If you followed entertainment news over the years, you already know Draya first rose to fame on reality television after joining the original cast of VH1's Basketball Wives LA in 2011. She eventually stepped away from the series to focus on growing her swimwear business and expanding her acting career. Since then, she's transformed herself into a successful media personality with millions of followers across social media. Of course, living in the spotlight also means constantly finding yourself surrounded by controversy. Draya and Jalen Green officially became a couple in August 2023. Almost immediately, online conversations focused on one topic more than anything else: their age difference. Green was just 22 years old, while Draya was approaching 40, creating a 17-year age gap. And if you've spent any time online, you already know relationships with that kind of age gap, especially when the woman is older, always spark heated debates. The criticism came fast, the opinions never stopped. Social media had an absolute field day with it. Then, in March 2024, the couple revealed they were expecting a baby together, and that's when the conversation exploded even further. That announcement only poured gasoline on an already raging fire. Some critics even claimed Draya was with Green because of his future earning potential, and the conversation became so heated that accusations like groomers started circulating across parts of social media, claims that Draya firmly rejected while insisting their relationship was built on genuine love rather than financial gain. Even with all the backlash, the couple stayed together. Their daughter arrived in May 2024. Just a few months later, Jalen landed the historic contract extension that changed the entire conversation. So how did Draya respond? This is the moment everyone couldn't stop discussing. She wasted no time. She immediately shared an Instagram story featuring NBA insider Shams Charania's post explaining every detail of Jalen Green's new deal.
Contract. Her caption simply read, "Congrats, time short, money long," stretching out the final word for emphasis, exactly the way social media loves to do. There was nothing subtle about the message. She followed it with another story highlighting that Green had become the first NBA player ever to negotiate that specific 9-figure 2+1 rookie extension. This time, her caption was just one word, "ever," followed by a gold medal emoji. On the surface, it looks like nothing more than a proud partner celebrating someone she loves after an incredible career achievement. That's a completely normal reaction. When someone close to you reaches a major milestone, sharing that excitement publicly isn't unusual at all. But considering everything that had surrounded this relationship from day one, the age gap, endless speculation about motives, and months of non-stop online scrutiny, Draya's celebration was always going to be viewed through a very different lens. And just like you might expect, social media reacted almost instantly, and the criticism came hard. Some users joked that her excitement looked like someone who had just cashed the winning Powerball ticket. Others pushed the narrative even further, with one viral comment claiming, "Something in my spirit says she studied and scouted that boy like an agent." Many people simply labeled the posts embarrassing, arguing that publicly celebrating the size of his paycheck felt tone-deaf given everything people had already been saying about their relationship. Others went even further, insisting her posts only reinforced the suspicions critics had been making since the relationship first became public. And that's exactly why this story grew into something much bigger than an NBA contract, because at this point, it wasn't really about the deal anymore. The truth is, this was never simply about the paycheck. NBA stars land massive contracts every season. Their partners celebrate those moments all the time, and most of the public barely pays attention. The reason this particular celebration exploded across social media was because opinions about this relationship had already been formed long before Jalen Green ever signed that extension. Once people settle on a narrative, every move gets judged through that same perspective. An Instagram story that probably would have come and gone if another couple had posted it suddenly became front-page conversation and sparked endless debate, largely because the age gap discussion had already been dominating headlines for well over a year. And that's exactly what shows like this step into the conversation. Whenever a story generates this much online buzz, commentary platforms are always going to break it down because that's what their audience expects. People want to hear experienced voices, individuals who spent years around sports, entertainment, and media explain what's really happening beneath the headlines. They're looking for context that goes beyond emotional comment sections and viral hot takes, and that's the role this kind of discussion content is designed to fill. So let's peel this story back one layer at a time, because there's a lot more here than a single Instagram caption. The first layer is the public perception of celebrating money. For years, people have debated whether openly praising a partner's financial success is completely normal or something that sends the wrong message. Some view it as simple support, no different than celebrating a promotion, graduation, or another major accomplishment. Others believe putting someone's earnings front and center, especially this publicly and this quickly, creates bad optics, particularly when the relationship is already facing heavy scrutiny. Where you stand on that debate probably depends on the opinion you already had about this couple before any of this
happened, which leads directly into the second layer. The second layer is the age gap discussion that refuses to disappear. A 17-year age difference is significant by most standards, and when the older partner is the woman instead of the man, public reactions often become much more critical and skeptical than they do in the reverse situation. That's a double standard people continue to debate, and it's worth thinking about for a moment. If a 39-year-old man were dating a 22-year-old woman, they had a child together, and she publicly celebrated his massive new contract, would social media react with the same intensity? That's a fair question, and it's one of the biggest reasons this conversation has stretched far beyond basketball fans. Then there's the third layer, parenting. In previous interviews, Draya has openly discussed the unique challenges of raising a child while being in a high-profile relationship with a young NBA star, including revealing that she initially chose to keep their daughter out of the spotlight to shield her from constant public attention and strangers recording them in everyday situations. Draya described that period as stressful and overwhelming, but she also admitted that once the relationship became public, it brought a sense of relief because she no longer felt the need to hide every part of her personal life. That context deserves to be part of the conversation as well. This isn't just a short-lived romance anymore. There's a child at the center of this story. There's a family trying to build a future together. And financial stability naturally becomes part of that bigger picture, whether social media chooses to acknowledge it or not. Then we arrive at the fourth layer, the larger conversation surrounding NBA relationships and money. This certainly isn't the first time an athlete's significant other has faced criticism over reacting to a major contract. It happens across professional sports more often than people realize, where partners are criticized for celebrating too much, not celebrating enough, or somehow celebrating the wrong way. At a certain point, once the public decides how it feels about a relationship, there's almost no way to satisfy everyone. Draya's situation is simply the latest chapter in a pattern that's played out around athletes and their families for years. Here's the reality about internet discourse. It has a way of snowballing fast. One Instagram story turns into screenshots. Those screenshots get picked up by gossip and commentary pages. Then podcasts jump into the discussion, and before long, short reaction clips are spreading everywhere, introducing the story to a brand new audience all over again. That's exactly what happened here. What began as a couple of Instagram posts back in October has continued resurfacing every time Jalen Green makes headlines, whether it's trade speculation, his move to Phoenix and the blockbuster deal that sent Kevin Durant to Houston, or fresh updates about his relationship with Draya. The conversation keeps finding new life. And speaking of that trade, it adds another important layer to this entire story. Not long after putting pen to paper on that massive extension, Green suddenly found himself at the center of trade discussions before eventually being moved to Phoenix. Draya has also spoken publicly about that experience, explaining that it was her first time navigating an NBA trade as a partner and that her focus was simply supporting him while helping the transition go as smoothly as possible. So that contract extension ultimately became much more than a financial milestone. It evolved into one chapter of a much larger journey involving a growing family, a move to a new city, and the constant challenge of navigating fame while every aspect of their relationship continued to be dissected online. So, where does this leave us?
On one side, you have a young NBA star making history with one of the league's most unique contract structures. On the other, you have his longtime partner, a well-known media personality with a massive following, celebrating that achievement in a way that felt authentic to her. Then you add an internet audience that had already formed strong opinions because of the couple's age difference and the timeline of their relationship. Put all three of those factors together and you get the perfect recipe for a story that people simply couldn't stop talking about. When you combine all of those elements, it's easy to understand why this became the kind of viral story that commentary shows can't ignore. In the end, people usually interpret moments like this based on the opinions they already had before the story even unfolded. If you believe the relationship is real, Draya's post simply looked like a proud partner celebrating someone she loves after an incredible accomplishment. But if you've always questioned their relationship, those exact same posts can seem like evidence supporting a completely different narrative. The reality is that neither side is likely to change the other's mind, and that's exactly why this conversation refuses to disappear. At its core, this was never just about Jalen Green's contract. It became a reflection of how personal beliefs shape the way people interpret the same event. One Instagram story turned into a debate about relationships, age gaps, money, and public perception all at once. And that's exactly why this story continues to generate headlines long after the original post was published. That's the full breakdown. Now the real question is, what do you think? Was Draya simply celebrating her partner's success, or do you understand why some people viewed it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is definitely one of those conversations where everyone has an opinion. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big story.